Well, good morning, world. This is Jackie Hendricks, and I want to say welcome to my command center. That's what I call it. This is my office. It's where we do counsel. We come in a lot of times. We discuss business. This has been a production room sometimes for booklets and all kind of things. But the one thing that I really want to say about this place is that this is where I have gotten and gained much direction in my life. There are times where you got to find your place and you got to mark it. You got to mark it just as the children of Israel. Every time they would get to a place and God would provide for them, or he would cause something just magnificent to happen in their life, they often took stones to make a memorial. And that's why I believe that you are in your life. Man, we are in October. We're almost at the end of the year. And if you're like me, you're kind of going through some of the things that I was going to do this at the beginning of the year and that. A lot of that stuff did not work out. But I tell you what, there's more solidarity in my heart about believing and believing in the promises of God, believing in the people that I'm surrounded with, believing in the new people that I'm going to meet, because I believe that nothing happens according to our own plan, but everything happens to a specific plan that is laid out by God. There's a scripture in Ecclesiastes that said he's made everything beautiful in his time. And so I'm learning to adjust to the time, just to embrace that moment, even for now. And so I just want to encourage you, because I know that a lot of times we have these great dreams, we have these big visions. Man, God showed us this in light. Somebody could have said, I think you'll be a great CEO, businessman. All of that stuff sometimes happens. But the one area that I believe that we often, especially people of faith, man, we get something and we move on it and we move on it quickly, but we really don't have a strategy, or we don't have a plan. You got to have a strategy for life. Even when you go to sleep tonight, there has to be something internally in you that says, in the morning, I am going to work. I am going to my kids' game. I'm planning to maybe go to homecoming or whatever, but you have to have some kind of plan. We don't just live life haphazardly. And that's what part of my mantra is that I believe everything that you do, man, you have to have some intention about it. You got to be intentional about being married. You have to be intentional about serving God. You got to be intentional about being a better coworker. And so I believe this is the month of October. Man, we're getting down to the end of the year. And for some of us, man, we've lost it. We've really lost our desire to even want to. But the scripture in Luke chapter 5 declares that Jesus said unto those fishermen, he says, I want you to launch out into the deep. And they tell him, Master, we have been toiling all night long. You often think about fishing for commerce, fishing for money, trying a new job or something to that effect. I know what it's like when you've been toiling all night long with pain. And he says, you got to believe me again. So I just want to challenge you today. Man, believe him for the impossible again. Life ain't over. It's just beginning. As a matter of fact, when you get started on doing whatever it is that he's placed in your heart, man, you're going to see that you have more energy. There's going to be more momentum for you to fulfill now than it even was then. So grind for greater. And thank you for being with me. I'm Jackie Hendricks. I live on purpose, and I want you to as well. Be blessed.